to in through the shoulders. So just roll open and get the shoulder blades pressing back. So you're really lifting through the rib cage. And then you can let the chin drop and roll the shoulders forward. And you're coming into your breathing. So you're breathing in and out through the nose, drawing the awareness into the breath. And then come back again. So we're going to do a back like this, and then we're going to do a forward. And I want you to draw the chin up as you come back, and then exhale and come forward. And breathe in and press back, and exhale, come forward. And breathe in back, and exhale forward. Breathe in back, 2 more. Exhale, really press the shoulders back. Exhale. Now take the arms up and press the palms together. Gaze up, stabilize through your feet so you really feel the feet press down. And pull up from the core. Press the palms together, take 3 breaths. And keep the ribs pulling in as you do, so you really, really lengthen up from there. And keep the ribs knitting in, so again, it's that real pull up and in. And then exhale into prayer. And then come on right to the front of your mat. So you can take the feet into the Shavasana, standing mountain pose, and take the hands right to the heart center. Press the shoulders back. Pull out through the toes. Breath. And here we go. Breathe in, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, forward bend. Breathe in, come halfway up, just touch. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands, jumper, step the legs back. Let's come into side plank, take an in-breath, opening the chest. We did this to the left if you're there. And then exhale, lower, breathe in, lift, opening the chest and the rib cage, shoulder blade comes back. And then back to the center. Now just stay on the knees and hip circle around. And let the weight travel through the palms into the floor. And you're staying with a wide sweep. And then come wider in the other direction. Way out, might take a little longer to tip and shift and pull back. Staying with the breathing. And then you can come on just to your middle. Now take the heels out, reaching into your plank, and the inner thighs are moving up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades slide down. Now we'll come into either full plank, side plank to the left, or you can bend the underside knee. We'll repeat to the left. So either position, taking the shoulder blade back, lifting the rib cage, and then you can rotate to the other side. Get that wonderful lift of the underside waist. And then come on back to your center. Stay in your plank as you reach the heels back. Now just dunk the right knee down, just touch and extend. And the left and extend. And the right and extend. And the left, last 2. And touch and touch. Okay, now bend the knees, keep the toes tucked, look up. Push the pubic bone out and forward. And then coming down to the floor and press the tops of the feet down. Now it feels like you're pulling the palms back, but they stay put. And you're gazing up and lift from the rib cage. Keep the feet pressing down as you breathe. And then on your exhale, you can draw your hips back. Release the forehead to the floor. Stay with your breathing. Child's pose for 2 more breaths. Nice long spine. Stay with your breath. And then you can come on up to all fours. Now take the hands back under your shoulders. Take an in-breath, arc the back. And then you can exhale and rise into your downward dog as you let the heels drop. Now you can let your hips come back, lengthening through the spine. Letting the heels fall. Keep the bum bones lifting to the ceiling as you slide the shoulder blades down. Two more breaths. Isn't that wow? Good. And then on your next in-breath, you can gaze up and just, I'm going to put the audio on. I just realized I didn't put my microphone in. And thank you. And then halfway up, and then exhale, fold. And now breathing in, and then bring the arms together, bring the palms together, and exhale to center. And here we go. Again, inhale, gazing up, open. Exhale, fold, forward bend. Now breathe in, come halfway up, just touch. Exhale, fold forward. Planting the hands, don't step the legs back. Rotate to the left, either full plank or bend that underside knee, take that in breath. And then take another breath. Exhale, breathe in. Take that arm in line with your beautiful length right out from the waist. Wonderful. Take that arm out. Rotate to the other side. In breath, drawing the shoulder back. Here we go for an extra breath. Extend that arm over, lengthen right out from the waist. And then we can breathe in, take that arm back. Now just reach out through the heels and take the legs wide. Keep the legs as long and straight as you can. And then step the feet together. And wide, reach, inner thighs moving up. And together. And wide. And together. And last one, wide. And together. Now bend the knees, scoop the tailbone forward, press into the palms, the elbows come back as you press the tops of the feet down. The shoulder blades press down so you get a long neck. Now lift the eyes and see if you can rise a little more. You'll press the pubic bone down to help the back. And then one more breath. And then you can exhale. Release the forehead back. Get the palms way out there. Stay with your breathing. Steady breath. Excellent. And then you can come back up. And then from here, just tuck the toes under. Take an inhale, lift the eyes. And then exhale and rise into your downward dog. Stay in your downward dog, keeping the lift of your bum bones up as you lengthen through the spine. Oh, wonderful. Oops. Get the one more breath. And now gazing up, tiptoes, jump or step the feet to the hands, come on halfway up, and then exhale, fold forward bend. Breath in, scoop the arms up and the palms together, gazing up, and then you can exhale the arms to center. And Doug, you can just put your mic on and let me know if there's any problem with the sound. I think it's back again. It got a little weird there, but it should be back. Okay, and then we'll go right into the next one. How are you doing? You gotta get your mask on. Okay, thanks, I will. Yeah.
No, sound is fine for me.
Oh, good. Thanks, Doc. Me too. Sorry. That'd be a problem. And here we go. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, fold forward, forward bend. Breathe in, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Plant on the hands, don't step the legs back. Rotate into your side plank. Big in-breath, drawing the shoulder back. Back to the center. Rotate, lift the underside waist, draw the shoulder back. And then you can come back to your center. Now reach the heels out. Keep the inner thighs lifting. And then do your plank wide. And then dunk your left knee down, just touch, try not to move the right or the right waist. And straighten the right knee, see if you can almost touch or touch. And come back up. And left, keep the heel reaching. And right, and reaching. And left, and reaching. And one more right. And then you can step the feet together. With the feet together, roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Keep the rib cage lifting. And then exhale over to the left. Again, keep the ribs lifting. Back to your center. Now exhale to lower.
Keep the toes tucked. Breathe in, scoop the tailbone forward. Have the hands right beside the feet, point the toes, press into the palms, gazing ahead. The elbows are back, and as you gaze ahead, you feel the lift of the rib cage, and there's popcorn being made downstairs. Damn, that smells good. We're gonna take a popcorn break, and then exhale, child's pose back, release the forehead to the floor, stay with the breathing. Keeping that reach. Steady breath. And one more breath. Okay, and then you can breathe in, take the hands right underneath the shoulders, the toes tuck under, arc the back, lift the eyes, and then exhale and rise into downward dog. Tipping the bum bones up towards the ceiling. Get that length in the spine. Keeping that reach. Now you can take your left leg straight up, reach up through that left heel. Now bend the heel in, circle the knee out. Opening through the thigh, get that reach. And then you can extend the leg out and come down. Breathe in, lift, coming back up, bend that heel in, circle the knee out. Breath. Keeping that reach. Excellent, and then extend the leg out, coming down. Good. Stay with your breath and pull back one more breath in downward dog. And then you can gaze up, tiptoes, jump or step the feet to the hands, come on halfway up, and then you can exhale, fold. Breathe in, scoop the arms up, bring the palms together, and then exhale the hands to center. And inhale and gaze up, open through the chest, press the palms. Exhale, fold forward, forward bend. Breathe in, come halfway up, just touch. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, jump or step back, coming into side plank. See if you can lift that top leg up, opening through the sideways. Excellent. Coming down, rotate to the other side, lift, drawing that leg up, staying with the breath. And then you can come back, and now reaching the heels out. Stay lifted through the rib cage. Then you can bend your knees. And nope, you can't. You're gonna go into plank. More torture. And take the legs wide. Now I wonder if you could bend both knees down and touch, but try not to lift, let your core drop, and then straighten. It's a real suck up of the lower abdomen. You touch slowly, and then you come back up. The tailbone, of course, will lower. You try to keep the core sucked up and in. And two more, keeping that pull up of the core. And last one. And then send the heels out. Take the feet together, bend the knees, keep the toes tucked. Scoop the tailbone forward. And now point the toes, lift, gaze up. Pressing into the palms as the tailbone tucks under. See if you can come a little higher. A little higher. And then we're going to continue here, the hands behind, interlace the fingers, move the hands down towards the feet. Let the tops of the feet press down, stay with your breathing. And then you can exhale, lower. Breathe in, child's pose back. Extending the palms out, release the weight of the forehead to the floor. Nice deep breaths. And then you can take the arms over to the right. Reach both arms way across, pull the left waist back. Breath is steady. And then you can breathe in, coming over to the other side. Take the arms over, release the forehead to the floor. Breath. Staying with the breath. And then once again, come onto your center, take the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes under. Inhale, arc the back, lift. Now we're going to take the left leg straight up, come up on the toes of the right foot, and then walk the hands back about a foot, Press that right heel down, and then lift up onto the fingers of the tips of the fingers of the left. You're going to turn to the left, and then turn the toes out as you reach that leg straight out. Yeah, that's it, Joe. And then yes, you can potentially take the left arm off the floor. It's a brave move. And you keep that heel reaching out, so you're opening through the leg. And then you can take that leg down. And now we'll bring the right leg straight up, reach up through the heel, come up on the 10 fingers of the right fingers, turn that right toe out, extend the leg up, breath as you lift, keeping the head down if you need to, keep that leg reaching, breath, and then you can come down. And you take that leg down, and now you come into your even downward dog. Walk your hands back out to get the hips high. Let the head fall. And then gazing up, come up onto the tiptoes. Jump or step the feet to the hands. Come on halfway up. Exhale, fold. Breath in, breathe the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together. And exhale. Okay, right into the next one. In breath, opening through the chest. Exhale, fold, reaching out through the spine. Breathe in, come halfway up, touch. Exhale, fold, planting the hands, jump or step the legs back, rotating into your side plank. Take an in breath, drawing that arm up. Good leg lifts, reaching out, extend, open. Now we rotate to the other side. Stack the legs, lift the rib cage. Reach the heel out. Breath, breath. Come back to your center. Now stay with your plank. And that's it. Just literally, that's it. You're just going to keep the heels reaching back. Keep pulling up from the core. Keeping the breathing constant. Steady breath. Breath. One more breath. Okay, now we step the feet together, roll to the outside edge of the right foot, and do that. Keep both hands down, so you're steering over to the right, and then stacking again, come to the left. One more time to the right, and then over to the left. And then you can come back. Now bend the knees, scoop the tailbone forward. Pressing into the hands, press the tops of the feet down. Gaze ahead as you press the hands down. Now come a little higher. Keep pressing the feet down. Keep on breathing steadily. And then you can exhale. Now just take the hands behind. Breathe in, lift. Opening the chest. See if you can draw the wrists further down. Keep pressing the tops of the feet down. Keep the breath constant. And then you can exhale and do that one more time. Releasing down. And then again, move the hands down towards the feet. Excellent. Excellent. Keeping that length in the spine. And then you can gently lower. Now take the hands beside the chest. Breathe into and come back into your child's pose. Get the palms way forward as you exhale back. Releasing your spine. Breathing steady. Breath. One more breath. Okay, and then you can come on up to all fours. Hands come right underneath the shoulders. And now tucking the toes under, take an in-breath, lift the eyes. Exhale up into your downward dog. Walk your hands in about a foot. And then take that left leg up. Come up on the fingertips of the left hand. Turn the left toes out. And then rising from your rib cage. And extend that arm up. Or stay down for balance. Keep practicing the reach of the arm back out. And keep pulling right up from the core. Feel the lift from your center. 2 more breaths. Keep that leg reaching out, extending, extending, and then release the leg. Coming down. How was that, Jill? Yeah, good. And then we'll take that right leg up, come up on the fingertips of the right hand, and then find that reach of the heel out, opening through the torso. Keep the leg long as you extend and reach. Opening, breath, breath, breath. Keep going, one more breath. And take that leg down. Now we bend the knees and we get the knees pretty darn low and then lift the hips so the knees will come right into the belly, pretty much. Hands, because the hands are really close. And then from there we walk our hands back to the front of the toes, straighten the legs into forward fold, and let your head fall as you fall right off the hips. And you shift towards the fronts of the feet. So you really pull up from the core. And in that hairpin fold, now you can take your hands behind the shins, the calves, and then just hold on to the feet and fold off from your waist. And you want to feel all four corners of the feet pressing down. And just let your head dingle. And now you can walk your hands forward again into downward dog and pull the hips back. And now we're going to come down onto the knees and take your hands forward 4 inches. Now you can take your left leg straight out, lift that leg up, extend the right arm out, and rise from your rib cage. Take the right arm out to the side, and now take the left leg out to the side. Keep pushing the right toes down and under. And then you take the arm and the leg back. And then once again, rotate out. Keep that left heel reaching. Keep pulling up from the right core as you get that lift. Excellent. Come back to your center. Good. Just 108 more. Reaching out. And coming back. Keep that reach of the heel. Coming back, out, reach, and back. Now here we go. We're going to take the hand down. Now just point the toes, get on the top of the feet, and shift the hips from side to side as you breathe steadily. Steady breath. Great. And now you can take the right leg out, lift, extend the left arm up, reach that heel strongly out. Take the arm to the outside, take the leg to the outside, reaching the heel, come back with the arm and the leg together, and then reaching out again together. Extend that right heel out, back, and again, reaching out after you might down from my side, it doesn't work, and then coming back, and again, coming out, and reaching, get that heel out, and come back. And we've got 2 more. Reaching out, reach, reach, and back. And last one, get that reach, reach, and back. Now taking both knees down, you can take the toes together and the knees apart, and then pull your hips back with the palms reaching out. So you're pulling back from the core, you're gazing up, and do a little shift with the ribs. Keep on palming the mat out there. Keep the palms pressing down. And you're breathing steadily. And then you can come back up. Okay, so your hands will be under, and you're going to draw the knees in. Now extend that left leg straight out. Take the right hand forward 2 inches, and then take that left leg across. Reach out through that left heel, really press back. Stay with the breathing. And then you can come back to the center. Now take that left leg to the outside. Walk up into standing kneel and lift and just kind of superhero your arms to the side. And then you can breathe up and out, come to your left, and reach that right arm up so it's in line with the ear. Keep that left foot actively pressing down as you get that wonderful rise. Breath, lift. Little pulse off the right hip. lengthening out. And then you can come down. And now take the hands forward. So they are a little further forward than your usual. And you take that left leg back. Now we'll take the hands back just a little, so they're just still slightly in front, not under, and you, of the shoulders, and you take that right leg out, reach out through the heel, lengthen through the spine. Take that right heel across, reaching out, lengthen out of the right waist, and then breathing in, come back, extend out, come into standing kneel, lift from the rib cage, extend that arm up and out, opening through the side hip. As you reach and extend, breathe with steadily. And then you can come down. Sorry, let's do a pulse. So you can get it, reach out, right from the waist. And then you can take that arm down. And then come down, take the leg back, hands now right under your shoulders. From here, we'll come back into seated position. And in your kneeling position, we'll come right into breath of joy. So you can get that lift of the ribs. Just keep the hips back. Feel your space in between the ribs and the hips, and we'll come right into, pardon me, breath of joy, breathing in 20 pumps, 27 pumps, breathing in. And then just relaxing 3 regular breaths. Shoulders get to stay open, chin is back slightly, just so you have that nice long neck. Nice and open through the ribs and the hips, keeping space in between ribs and hips. Good, one more regular breath, and then we'll come into 27 more pumps. Here we go, breathing in. And then relaxing for 3 regular breaths. I'll admit it, I'm feeding my grandson right now. Wondering if he'll join along, what he'll do with his arms when he's watching this. Keeping that lift in the rib cage. Excellent.
3 is such a great age.
Oh, isn't it? Oh my God.
So busy, but it's so good.
Yes.
So nice.
Yeah, I was thinking I might reduce my exercise a bit.
That's right.
Let's get a little blur.
Yeah.
And here we go, last round, breathing in. And then just relax in the arms. Take a minute to feel the effects. Notice if there's kind of like a sense of a flush of a charge of energy through the torso. Great. And then you can come into all fours again. So taking the hands in front. And once again, let's take that left leg straight out, reach out through the heel, and then take the right arm forward to kind of push it back more so you can get a deeper stretch into the calf. Yeah. And then you're going to point that toe, roll to the outside of the foot, roll your hip down, and then you'll turn and take this right arm up. So you're doing a drop of the hip, the shoulder blade is coming back, and you're on the top outside of that foot. And then you can come down. Take the knee in, extend the right heel, toe out, take the left hand forward, press that heel back. Breathing. Good. And then you point onto the top of the foot. You drop like there's pocket, there's weight in your right pocket into that right hip, turn and lift. And sorry about the pressure on the heel of the hand, it'd be quite strong here. And then you're coming back. Now you're going to take your hands under, come to the knees, and then pull back. So you're bending the elbows back as you're on the tops of the hands, and you stay with your breathing. Now round your spine, pull up, and breathe. Steady breath. And then you can come back up.
Now, taking the hands back, the heels of the hands forward, breathing in, gaze up. And then you can exhale, pull the elbows back as much as you can. Keep that strong stretch in the wrist and probably into the fingers, pulling back, and then come forward once again. And then exhale, and again, come on back. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. That's good. How's the right wrist, by the way, Jill?
This is good. I should do this.
Yeah, good. Is it any area of injury or just, yeah, that would be good. We're going to do one more to even out. So you can pull the body back, keep the tops of the hands down, round your spine up in cat round. It gets a little further, and then stay with your breathing. Steady breath. And then you can slowly uncurl. Now, in your kneeling position, you're going to have the hands turned in and then press into the palms and take an in-breath and gaze up. Let the shoulders spin forward so you get a nice long neck because the head will come back further as you rise and breathe and lift. And then you can come back to the front and now interlace the fingers. Take an inhale, gaze up, and then exhale forward. Keep the chin to the floor if it comes. Otherwise, go to the forehead, not the nose. But if you can do the chin, it'll be a bit of a crunchy but better stretch. And you send the wrists over towards the head as you reach. And then you can breathe in, come on all the way back up. One more time, press into the fingers, lift the arms up straight, lift the chin, let the head come back, opening through the chest and shoulders. And then you can breathe in, come all the way back. Now, we'll just shake out in through the hands and then come on into wrist circles. I can really feel this. Yeah, right there. Yeah. And then other direction. And I know that, Doug, you do so much cycling. And this is a good one for cycling because of the holding of the arm extensions. So this is a really good one for cycling. And then pulling down. Okay. Now come on forward once again. You're in all fours position. And we're going to take that left leg out again and have the leg bolt straight. And then reach down and out. And then slide out if you've got room there. And if not, then just turn onto your mat. Get out as far as you can. So you're doing a half a split. And you're getting that leg out there to keep the foot actively pressing down to come into your split. And you keep the breathing steady. Get a good reach out there. Reaching. And you come on back up. On hands, take that left leg. And now we'll take the right leg out to the side. Take that leg out. Here again, slide out. Lower to the elbows. Get that foot out as much as you can. Excellent. Do you want to go over a little bit, Jill?
I think I'm good. I think it just worked out. Thank you. You're welcome.
I was trying to get her to go further than the wall, Doug. Get away from the wall.
The darn wall stops me every time.
And breath. And then you can come on back up. And now we'll come into the legs, we're lengthening out. So you're going to reach right out and down onto the floor. Now the hands come right alongside the body and you move the hands towards the feet. The heels come in and you flex the heels. Now just keep the knees down and pull the heels in. Push the pubic bone down and lift. Let the hands continue to reach down as you pull the shoulders back and stay with your breathing. And then you can grab onto the ankles, do a lift up of the right knee coming up, now the left, and keep the heels reaching out.
Let your shoulders tip forward and let your legs pull your back. Your legs pull your back up. And you keep the lift, the breathing is steady, and then you can gently release and come down. Okay, now you can hold on to your feet and come to your chin so that you don't have to think of anything but pulling the feet in. So you just get that pull of the feet in. The elbows are coming up and back. And then you're going to pull the elbows back and lift your upper body. And you use your feet to pull in. And I'm going to show you the true pose, and that is to rotate, and do this very slowly. The thumb up like hitchhike towards your head, and then the fingers come over the toes. And the thing is, I couldn't do that for years because it's quite I think it's a really strong stretch of the wrist. Yet, I think it was my toes. Yeah, and that's great because I was the same leverage. Now, I love this pose I've been having my partner pull me up now. So he sits on my hips and pulls my upper body up. And it's amazing. It lasts like days. And it really helps to open the hip flexors and the lower abdomen in the biggest way. So the lift is up, the elbows come back, and the knees move away from the body as you steadily breathe. And then you can gently release. Now take the body down and then just die for a moment. Completely let go. And just pull the rib cage up so you've got that strong lengthening in the waist. Yeah, that's good. And your breath is steady. This is energizing, and sometimes you can access kind of the need for the fatigue going out when you've undone tension. Now come back into the rocking horse and grab onto the ankles and then flex the feet. Lift the right leg up, pull the body up. Lift the left leg up, pull the body up. And then reach the heels out. Gaze up and keep the heels reaching out as you're breathing steady. Let the shoulders fall forward. And then you can gently release. Okay, one more time. You pull the toes in, potentially turn the thumbs up, fingers come over the toes and pull, and the elbows are high, and then you lift, and you press the feet in, and you stay with the breathing. Send the knees out, breath constant, elbows back, lifting the eyes, 2 more breaths, pulling in, and then you can gently release. Once again, rest, take the hands, let your eyes settle and close. Two more breaths to settle. Beautiful. Now you can take your hands beside the body. We're going to lift up. And then from here, we're just going to do a high tip back of the hips, just to get a counter stretch actively. And then you can come on all the way back down. The hands coming in front and quite in front enough so that the elbows are out from your shoulders. And you're pressing into the palms and the tops of the feet. You're gazing ahead and press the pubic bone under. So again, really good tuck under. Stay with your breathing. Breath. Breath. Keeping the elbows pressing down. Then you can release. Now just take your hands beside the chest and then you press the elbows back. The feet lift up off the floor and you press into the elbows to lift. Breath, keep the heels reaching out, feet kind of close together. Mine are quite apart from my back. See if you can be pretty close. Gazing up, keep the elbows in, breathing constantly. This is a big breath. Keeping the elbows in. Feels like you're pulling your palms back to get the shoulders down. And then you can gently release. And now breathe in, exhale, come on back. Release the forehead to the floor. Stay with your breathing. Just in and out through the nose. And then you can come on all the way back up. Okay, next, let's stretch the rear of the shoulders. You can take the right arm across on top, get the left arm under, wriggle the elbows across as much as you can, and then release the forehead to the floor. Breathing deeply in and out. Great, and then you can come on back up. Good, take the right arm under, take that left arm across, get a wonderful reach. Releasing the forehead. Steady breath. And then you can come on slowly back up. Now come into kneeling position, and then you can tip over to your left side and just have the heels over to the side and get a really great reach up from the bottom of the back, and then lift up from here. Now just hooking on, take this arm up and over and lift, and stretch out of the side of the waist as you keep that reach. As you keep your shoulder back, your breathing is steady. Do a little pulse coming out from that side, and then you can take the arm down. Now you're going to take that elbow under and take your legs straight out. Now if I remember, yeah, you're going to stack your legs and your elbow will be right underneath your shoulder. Now this is like doing a really lazy triangle. You're really pulling out from the ribs here, and you get that extension up. Yeah, that's great. And can you feel a good stretch in there? Kind of. I wonder if you really push into the elbow and pull up. You know, I might just be feeling it a lot because I work my core a lot. I wonder if that's it. But it's a real push up from doing this. If you want to see. Oh, I think, yeah, that is the pose, I believe. And it's that pull up here. Yeah, that looks good. Great. And then you can just, no, yep, that's it. Come on to the other side. I have a dear friend who's a teacher, and we did a whole bunch of yoga on the beach in the summer. And she would just do these simple things. And this was one of them. She would talk, she'd be in it for like 4 or 5 minutes because it was so good. And I'd be like, oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, amazing. Getting that lift, really push up. The other thing is, when you're pressing down into the elbow, it's like teachers will often say, hug that more into the back of your arm. But you know, just get your shoulder back. Just get that shoulder back. And that will help to get that lift of the rib cage. Good. Now, another one we do is we come into all fours position, and you take your, oh my goodness, did I remember this? Yeah, you take your hands under, so you're going to cross them over like this, and then you sit back on your forearms to stretch them. And you can take, let's see, kind of funny, it really pulls your shoulders down. My palms are cupping, my palms are like this, and you're crushing your forearms with your legs. And yeah, and then you go down on your spine.
Are they knees together?
Oh, thank you. Tiny bit apart with the knees, tiny bit apart. And sitting back. Now I'm getting this through the forearms, and I'm rounding, of course, you're really rounding the back to get there. And then you can gently release. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Now you can come forward and then tuck the toes under and lean back so you get that stretch. I really like to tuck the toes under a little further to get more of a stretching through that fascia at the bottoms of the feet. Yeah, that's good. And then you can take the arms up, the thumbs are forward, cross, lift from the rib cage, gaze up, Rise and let your shoulder blades come back, getting that lift from the ribs. Breathing is steady. Breath. And then you can exhale, coming down. And now from here, take the left hand just under the middle of the nose, and then take that right arm up, opening through the chest. Good, just stay with the breathing. Excellent. And then you can thread under, get over as far as you can, and pull the hips back. And you can stay with your breathing here. Steady breath. Good. One more breath. And then you can breathe in and come on all the way back up. Now taking that left arm under, and is it left arm under? Yeah. Oh, and thanks. Right, oh, left, okay. So,
Left.
yeah, thanks. And then we're coming up and you're opening the rib cage, opening the chest. And then you can take that left arm under. Beautiful. Just releasing to the floor. Stay with your breathing. Steady breath. Great. And then you can come on all the way back up. All right. Now we're going to come into downward dog one more time. Tuck the toes under, take an in breath, lift the eyes, arc the back. And then exhale and rise into downward dog. Now come down onto the elbows and keep the hips lifted. See if you can get the heels almost down. So really lift from the hips. Stay with the breathing, good, the back is long. Great preparation for a headstand. And then walk your feet in 2 inches to get the bum higher. Let the head fall, you're looking straight back and the head is dangling to get some nice traction through the neck. And then just turn your head a little bit in any way that feels wonderful to get that area to open. Okay, bend down onto your knees. Now take the hands forward and you're pressing the palms down. You're breathing in, doing the dog tilt of the bum up, and then exhale in cat round. Press the tops of the feet down, elbows down. And breathing in, gaze up, lift the eyes. Exhale round. Inhale, breathe in up. And exhale round. Inhale, breathe in up. And exhale round. Last one, inhale up. And exhale round. Great. Slowly come on back. And now come right down onto your backs. And you can just draw the knees right into the chest and pull the knees in nice and wide, stretching into your low back, and then do a gentle rock side to side. Excellent. Go a little more, really releasing. Great. Now let both heels down. And you want to have the feet just hip width apart. Now just take the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, breathe in, and then exhale, gazing down, and stay with your breath. Steady breath. Come up a little further if you could. And then slowly lower, keeping the chin tucked. And then just release to the floor. Take a moment to feel the effects in the neck. And then we'll take the left arm out to the side like a T, half a T. And then you're going to bend that arm right angle, palm to the ceiling. Now take your opposite right hand behind the left ear and breathe in and gaze over to the right. Keep the chin tucked. Breathing steadily. Breath. And then you can come down. Good. Again, let both arms drop and take a moment to feel the effects in the neck. Stay with your breathing. Excellent. Now you can take the right hand behind the left ear, breathe in, and then gazing over to the left, get that wonderful chin tuck. Breath. Breath. And you can come on back. Let your head down. Gently roll your head from side to side. And then just finishing the nose. Come on back to the center. Let's take the right ankle up and press that right knee away. Take the right hand above the right knee, pushing out. Keep the right foot flexed. Shoulders draw back. Keeping the upper body relaxed through the shoulders, so you're just pushing with the hand. Now walk that left foot in closer and press the knee away a little more. Breathing steadily. Let's take a full minute to push that knee out. And if there's no stretch, begin your lift. We're going to go into this eventually. And that is to lift the leg. I'm going to lift the leg and then pull the leg in. Breathing in and out. This one is extremely good for iliotibial band tightness. Oh yeah, and I want to show you an Achilles stretch that's really good too. So you're going to pull in, breath, and then you can gently release that right leg down. Okay, the arms come to the outside. You keep that right knee rotating out and you pull the toes back. Now go to your left side, keep the right knee pressed away, and then gaze to your right. Sorry, go to your left side. I did say that. Oh, good. Yeah. And keep the shoulder perfect back, and you're gazing to the right, opening through that right waist. And just keep your breathing steady. Breath. One more breath. Excellent. And then you can breathe in and come back up. Now let your upper body relax. Settle there for a moment. And then once again, drop to your left side. As soon as you drop, you come all the way back up. So all the way back up and back to the center. And then go from side to side. So now you're going to tip a little over to your right, just about halfway. And then over to the left again. The shoulder blades stay under, and this is gentle for sure. I do though find that if I really press my shoulders back and really tip, I can get a good stretch to the side waist. Steady breath. Excellent. And then you can come on back to the center. And now lifting this leg up and your upper body up. Pull the leg in, round the spine, let your elbows bend as you pull in nice and snug. And then you can gently release and bring the leg down. Settle there for a moment and let the arms just rest on the side. And breathing in and out through the nose. And then you can uncross that leg. Good. Straighten the legs for a moment and reach the arms up overhead. Get a good stretch right through the whole torso. Spread the fingers, breath. And then you can exhale the arms down. Now bend the knees again. Bring that left ankle up. Flex the left foot. Rotate that left knee out. Good. Left hand just above the left knee. Maybe pull the right heel in a little closer. Keep pressing that left knee out. Really opening through the hip. Breathing steadily. Breath. And then you can gently breathe in, come on up, and pull the leg in and keep the upper body back now. Pulling in, the leg will lift to the end. Pull the leg in as much as you can, keeping that left knee rotating out. Breath. 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 And then lift the upper body now to get it a little tighter. Pulling, bend at the elbows. And then you can come down and release the arms down. Now tip over to the right all the way. Stay there. Take the arms out to the side like a T. The shoulders are pressing back and gazing to the left. Keep that left knee rotating out. Chest is open. Keep your shoulders dropped back. And then you can breathe in, draw all the way back up to the middle. And then go all the way back down. Come back up again, come halfway over. And over to the side again. Keep that swish halfway across, coming back. Steady breath. One more breath with your rotations. Then you can uncross that left leg, let the left leg down. Let your tailbone settle. Now the rest of the poses are going to be restorative. So really, really gentle. We're going to recross, bring the knees together actually to the center. Recross the right knees. The right knee is going to be tight on top of the left. Wrap the underside legs if they can. And then tip over to your left side. Take the right arm up on a diagonal. And let that right shoulder drop back. Stay with your breathing. Steady breath. And then you can breathe in. Come on all the way back up. Keep that wrap and then tip over to the right side. Take that left arm back. Opening through that left hip. Keep letting that left shoulder drop back. Gazing to your left. Couple more breaths. And then you can breathe in, draw all the way back up. Fantastic. Now with the hug to legs, you're going to lift the body, hug around or behind the knees, and then pull the torso in. Get a super good tuck through the chin, let your shoulders come back. Keep your breathing steady. And then you're going to lower, hold on behind the knees. Keep the left foot coming up straight and pull that right leg in. Now flex that left foot and gently pull in. If you can have a straight leg, that's great. And then grab on a little lower as you pull in. Get your toes pulling back and spread the toes as you reach that heel out. And stay with your breathing. Great. And then you can take the body over to your right. So you're keeping that leg across and tip over to the right. I'm going to use my left hand now to pull this leg up, pulling up. Here it is. And turn and gaze to the left. Wonderful stretch with that left hip. Steady breath. And then you can gently lift, come all the way back up. And now just let that left heel drop. Uncross and then recross the right knee tight. Get the body to the middle, legs to the middle. Lift the upper body, grabbing around the knees, pulling the legs in. Let your shoulders come back. The bend of the elbows pulls in. Stay with your breathing. Steady breath. Slowly lower. Let the heels fall. And now we'll take that right leg straight up in the air. Pull the leg in as much as you can. Spread the toes, leg long. Breath. 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 Great. And then you can take that leg over to the left. Bring the arms out to the side. Gaze to that right hand. Keep on opening through the right shoulder. Breathing steadily. Breath. Breath. Good. And then on the next in-breath, bend that right knee, draw the heel in. Let the heel down. Uncross that left leg. And then once again, pull the knees in slightly apart. And let the elbows bend. The knees will press into the belly. Great. Make circles with the knees. Coming around. And other direction. And then let the knees come in. And let the heels drop. Good. Now, just a very lazy, tiny bridge lift. The arms will be just dropped to the side, a little bit to the outside, palms up. So this is more like a gentle pelvic tilt. I want you to flatten your back, press into the feet, feet are apart, and then send the tailbone out. And you're going to come up as high as you wish. It's more like a gentle lengthening of your low back. This will press your upper back down, especially in between the shoulder blades, and the knees are sending away. And you stay with your breathing. And then you can slowly lower, coming down. And we'll do that one more time. Just wiggle the shoulder blades under. Do any little wiggle you need to do to feel that the vertebrae are letting go. You'll find as you do this, it's like a zipper, and you're pulling up, and you'll feel maybe each of the teeth of the vertebrae of the zipper pressing down, so you can get some compression and space in between the facets. Good, and then slowly coming down again. The tailbone is still reaching out. And then you come down. Great. Now we'll take the left foot and take that left foot under. And it's very much like when we're on our stomach that you're pulling under. And then you send that left knee away. Take the left arm up overhead. So you're reaching through the hands, spread the fingers, pressing the knee away. Stay with your breathing. Steady breath. Breath. And then you can take that arm down. Press that left knee away. Breath. And then you can pull the knee up, because I just want you to press into the top of the foot. Again, stretching through the fascia. It helps to lift and pull the knee up. The other thing I'm doing is I'm really pressing down in through the low core here. So we're getting a stretch in the top of the foot and also compression in here. And then you lower down. Was that okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you can just pull the foot up. So just the foot so the upper body can let go. Neck is free. And just staying with your breathing. And then just undo that foot really, 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 really slowly. So you glide out. Now you stretch the whole foot. And then come on to the other side. Taking that right foot under. Press the right knee away. Take that right arm up and over. Reaching, spread the fingers as you press that knee away. Breath. Steady breath. Excellent. And then pull the knee up, lift the upper body, tuck the chin. See if you can clasp that shin. So I'm grabbing just under the knee here. And you're clasping, you're contracting lower core in to stabilize back. And you're pulling up. Then you let the upper body down and you pull the knee high so you're stretching into the top of the foot. Shoulders are resting back. And then you release. And now you just undo that foot. And then take the soles of the feet together and let the knees splay out to the side. And you totally let go. Shoulder blades are under. Breath is steady. Then just breathing in and out through the nose. Let the back of your body go into the floor. And then you can gently draw the feet onto the floor and the knees back to the ceiling. Great. Okay, now the final stretch is to bring the legs up, to reach through the heels. This is our lazy headstand. And you're going to pull the legs in flat-like as you reach the heels out and pull back from the toes. Now, let the hands get, the arms, forearms get onto the legs if you can get that tight. And then pull the toes back. Get the heels reaching up. And you're pulling them through your core as you get that excellent reach out through the heels. The breathing steady. See if you can spread the toes as the heels reach. You stay in that length. Great. Now just hold on to the feet as you reach out. And breath. Now take the feet wide to be even with your shoulders or a little wider. And keep pulling the tailbone down by exhaling and pulling the lower core down. And then take the legs a little wider. Get the heels reaching out. Shoulders released. Little pulses out. Breath. Breath. And then you can draw the legs back together. Now pull the feet over the head a bit more, so you're drawing the tailbone up off the floor. Now on your exhale, pull the core in. And you're really pulling the tailbone down while you pull your tailbone off the floor so the core pulls down. Excellent. And the toes pull back. And then you can bend your knees and just let the knees come onto the outside and do a gentle rock. Breathing steadily. Now you can reach the heels out, toe circles, and you're just holding on to the backs of the ankles. And the other direction. And now this is kind of like a warm-up because I want to teach you about your Achilles. So we're going to break the spell for a moment and just roll over to your side and come up onto your knees because I love this pose so much that I'm going to promise myself to do this one every day for a couple weeks and see what happens. You're going to roll your mat up as if you're finishing your practice, but we are going to, of course, come back down and enjoy our Shavasana. So you're going to just come all the way in. And it's a tight, usual roll, so you want to be even. It's the best way to roll your mat up on the floor. Doing it in the air is a pain. And then you're going to take your hands to your mat and then walk your feet in. And you'll take the toes to the top of the mat and the heels on the floor. Now, pull up through the bum bones and then take the hands with fingertips in front. And that's your good Achilles stretch. Oh, excellent. Feel free to bend the knees. Sorry about that, short legs over here. So you're folding forward. Yeah, you know what you want? If you come out further, I feel it. Isn't that huge?
Yeah.
That's a huge stretch.
It's really good.
And I love, so the other anatomy is it's deeper in the calf muscle, which I'm convinced really affects the heel stretch.
Yeah.
Because it's deeper. It's a fuller, plumper muscle than the outside calf muscle. And then, so technically I'm supposed to tie your goat further. And to lift the chin and there, woof, you're getting deeper. That's amazing. And then you're going to walk your hands back in mercifully and then come down onto your knees and roll the log forward and then exhale and release the forehead to the floor. You're down right to the knees and the heels. And if you can, and breathing. And then you can come back up. And then just roll your mat back out. I'm sure there's a lot of uses for this mat, but I know yesterday I had something so dirty in the car and I pulled up my mat and put it across the seat and said, go ahead, have it back. And then come on right down into your Shavasana. So stretching the Achilles can be, I don't mean to be a wise guy, but kind of profound. The Achilles heel is truly connected to some deep mirrors that go into the backs of the legs and the kidney line. So this could create a lot of health for somebody that has something like chronic fatigue syndrome or an autoimmune disease. I'm convinced that stretching deep into the Achilles heel, backs of the legs, hamstrings will really help the immune system. Energy. And now you can let your legs straighten and let your feet roll out in relaxation and completely let go into Shibasana. Feel the entire back of your body supported by the floor so that the front body can let go and release. Do you notice if you need to wriggle at all and let go a little more into the floor? Take another 3 minutes to let go. So take 1 more minute to breathe and release. And then awareness on your breathing now, taking a deeper breath. And then you can take the arms out to the side and press the palms to the ceiling. Press the backs of the arms into the floor. Pull the toes back. Spread the toes and reach the heels out. Stretch through the feet. And then soften the feet, let them roll out. And then you can take your hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, press the elbows back, and press the shoulder blades under, so pull them down. And then press the backs of the arms into the floor to open the chest and stimulate a bit. Nice full breath. And then you can release the arms to the side. And now bend your knees. And gently let your knees roll from side to side. Couple more rolls. And then you can gently roll over to your right side and just coming into lying position. I'm just trying to see. Oh, good. Okay. And then you can come on up to seated position. And in your seated position, just take a moment to settle so you can feel your whole body rising from the bottom to the back, and you feel even in through your sitting bones. And then we'll bring our hands together and bow in namaste. Namaste. Lovely, lovely. So have a wonderful 2 weeks, you guys, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. But Jill, I'll actually see you on Saturday because I'm open till Saturday because Sarah doesn't arrive till Sunday if everything goes as planned.
So you'll be here.
That's right. So basically, you guys, and I don't know if this can help Jill for you to do a practice. Oh no, you need to be at home. Is I will be here until until Saturday, and then